Hey everyone, Anders here with another video. Today we're going to go over the Black Desert Global Labs updates this week. First, we have some changes to the visual opacity of certain skills if you're using effect optimization in your game settings. Warrior, Berserker, Valkyrie, Wizard, Ninja, Striker, Lan, Guardian, Hash, Nova, Sage, and Scholar's grapple skills are all affected. When using a fishing chair with auto fishing, the time it takes to cast after you reel in a fish will now be the same as if you weren't using a fishing chair. For the Throne of Edana content, we have some changes to the Edana Rising tokens and Edana challenges. According to the notes, the way you use Edana Rising token for the Throne of Edana is now more convenient. Previously, anyone could use a token without limits, which sometimes prevented genuine challengers from joining the battle. To address this, a penalty now applies if you do not participate, and those who do not wish to vie for the throne can sell their tokens at NPC shops for 30 million silver. To encourage advancement to higher tier castles, the Edana is no longer automatically registered for defense. By using the Edana Rising token, you can choose to defend your castle or challenge another. They have also improved convenience by adding the Throne of Edana menu under the Escape main menu, so you no longer need to travel to Edanian castles to refresh the gear score requirement. The penalty for applying and not participating in either the free-for-all or the 1v1 would disqualify you to apply for Throne of Edana content for the next 4 times. This does not apply to Adanas themselves. The world map has been also improved to allow you to view the accumulated taxes from the previous week for Throne of Edana. With item changes, we have tooltip adjustments for Sethra artifacts, the life skill ones. They now tell you exactly how and where to acquire them. Magic tools will have another tooltip change to show gathering time -3 seconds now instead of -11 seconds, since the -8 second basic effect is already applied. This is simply a tooltip change for clarity. Barter level 1 goods have also received some changes today. According to the notes, around this time last year, they updated the list of inland materials that could be exchanged for barter level 1 trade goods. Since then, some items have become harder to find or have gone up in price. After review, they removed items no longer appropriate for level 1 exchanges and added others that could be used more frequently. These changes are aimed at making bartering smoother and more convenient. Riddle Me Barter support box contents have been changed, and when exploring, you can obtain up to 10 of these at a chance. Any of these boxes you obtain before this update will not contain the new materials, so they will not be updated. Barter information will be reset after next week's maintenance. For Edania Monster Zones, Debaraka Ring drop rate has been almost doubled, and the Crystal of Ruin drops have been increased by 1.25 times in Orbita. Tenebrom Debaraka Ring drop rate increased by 3.33 times, Debaraka Earrings by 1.67 times, and Crystal of Ruin by 1.1 times. For Zephyrus, Crystal of Ruin drop rates are increased by 1.2 times, Debaraka Ring by 5.55 times, and Debaraka Earring by 2.78 times from Beelzebub, and the Shadow Monsters and the Named Ones by 5 and 2.5 times respectively for Ring and Earring drop rates. The rate at which Beelzebub does their jump attack has also been reduced. Landscape paints now drop more often in general across the board, from 1.1 times more to 4 times more depending on the grind spot. For Calamity 8, 9, and 10 Bamboo Legion Black Shrine, the Legion Commander no longer resets in some situations, and the range of the adds have increased. Perugia, the Barter NPC from Tigris Island, has moved a location to a more secluded spot, and when summoning mounts, the distance at which mounts teleport to the player has been reduced by 20%. Lastly, the preset UI had some changes. The locked button has been modified to not show, so if only 5 pet preset slots are open, only preset number 5 will be displayed in preset UI. A portrait has been added to the left area according to the current class, and an icon indicating the type of preset has been added to the left of each preset title. That's all for major updates in this week's Global Labs. I always have the written summary of these updates on the Discord, so feel free to check that out through the link in the description. Like or dislike and sub if you haven't already, and as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.